Hey everybody, this is Let Me See Your Transcript, your very favorite history teacher. I know it's been a while since I've done a reaction, so I thought I'd come on today and give you a long overdue one. I wanted to do this a couple of weeks ago, but time got away from me. So today I'm going to go over the time Jaguar Wright went to the local Jamaican restaurant corner store and offered her body so she can feed her family. This is after Goomba left her and she said he stole all her money, stole access to the computer, Philadelphia, and everything. And so she went into this Jamaican store trying to feed her family because she didn't have that much money left. Okay? So please bear with me. I just got braces, so I'm still trying to talk right and enunciate. So thank you so much. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Okay. This is 2 weeks ago.
You know, it's real fucked up when you left to have to do things you don't want to do, but you know, we all got to do what we got to do sometimes. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this at all.
You don't want to do
surgery. It hurt all the time. Like the nerve for
What up?
Restaurant.
Oh, let me ding the bell.
Ding the bell.
Where arthritis
Been
and pain
before?
centers, the premier leaders in non-surgical knee pain treatments. Instead of surgically replacing your knees,
You know, you got to ding the bell. Hello. How are you? I wish I was doing well. I got to feed my family, you know.
What's that a southern accent?
So I'm here to feed my family. Hopefully you do me a kindness. Because my husband done stole all my money. Apparently he's with family. And he done stole all my money. I hope the clumps are living it up off my cash. I hope they are. And while y'all sitting there living it up off my cash, I'm left here in these streets to prostitute with this very fine Jamaican man who gonna get me something to help me feed my family
You gonna
today.
prostitute
Since it's okay for my husband to rob me.
On the social media. Like people can't call 911.
I ain't want it like this.
What?
Shoot, I ain't had to resort to these kind of methods in years.
Years.
So I need to talk to you. It's important. Now you know my husband done gone crazy. This is now day 5. I ain't got no money, friend. I gotta feed my family. What I gotta do? Yeah, I'm on Instagram right now. Well, no, I'm telling you, my family is in need, friend. We ain't got nothing to eat, and I ain't got no money. I got $5. I know I can't feed my whole family with $5. Can you help me out?
It's for y'all.
I don't know. I mean, can't we come to some kind of arrangement?
Get that $5 pepperoni.
I mean, I ain't got no choice. They say my husband with his family. I don't know. Everybody know where my husband at but me. He with his family. Oh, thank you, sir. I don't think this gonna be enough to feed my family though. So can we come to an arrangement? Is there anything that I have?
Anything that you have?
You don't want nothing? Well, how am I gonna feed them? I don't know. No, seriously, I'm telling you. You know, I've been without my money for days. He's still hijacking my accounts. I got people. There's 4 of us at home. Everybody's starving.
Give them the
What I'm gonna do?
Your ID.
Well, this might help.
Challenge question.
Can I get some Can I get a platter?
A platter?
I don't like a large platter for everyone to share. Huh?
Did you get the glasses?
It's a damn shame. They ain't got no $5 meals in here that'll feed my whole family. I got me, I got my mama, I got my son, I got Legina. And my husband done ran off with all my money. He been robbing me for days. hijacked all my accounts, did everything. Now I gotta sit up here, if I gotta turn a trick to feed my family, then that's just what it's gonna have to be.
In 2023?
I mean, he is handsome.
He went on the corner store and just sung for
I don't want to be a cheater, but what I'm supposed to do? Oh, thank you. Now, where do you want me to go? Because I only got a couple minutes.
Oh, the man told you to go. No.
Well, to the back so I can.
No. Take your ass home. That's what you need to do.
I gotta go home. You don't want nothing?
No, go home.
You don't want nothing I got?
No, we don't.
You don't want nothing, you sure? Because I'm willing.
Girl.
Take your ass home, man.
Me and you the same age.
Thank you, friend. If you change your mind, call me. Oh, ain't God good? Because I was about to turn that trick. I was about to do it.
There are churches that give out food.
But I don't need a job application, bitch. I got a whole fucking company. I got a whole TV station that has been hijacked and taken by my husband. So I guess I'm finna have to go after I drop this food off for everybody to eat. I'm gonna have to go and file that police report for theft, terroristic threats. I guess I'll go over to the police station when Gina go have her first music lesson today with the Brass Bruiser, Atonal Experience, Anton Amelbert the Great. You know what? Let me put all of this in here. Let me get it all in here. Everybody wants me to be the bad guy all the time. But the truth is all I ever think about is other people. My whole life is spent taking care of the people I love, including my husband. And the truth is, the only reason my husband's mad at me is because I said his mama is a Uncle Daddy Dick loving lying ass toothless bitch. And it's the truth. All of it is.
Hey.
I know people got a hard time with my delivery. But I've been at war with my mother-in-law since the day we got married. She's been fighting for dominion of my husband over me.
Yeah.
It say in the Bible.
I'll be right back. Thank y'all for dealing with me. I didn't know I was this ashy. It's cold here now. Stop, boy. You can't have none. Gotta get out the shea butter. Okay. I just can't believe okay.
When a man marries his wife, he's supposed to leave his mother and father and his family and cleave to his wife. That means stick to his wife. And we are to become one.
You don't even cleave to him.
But how are we going to become one when my mother-in-law has constantly undermined my marriage every chance she gets? The truth is, she's the one that encourages my husband to put his hands on me. She's the one that probably encouraged him to hijack all of my accounts. And Charlotte, I hope you enjoying whatever money you getting from me, bitch. I'm going after your church officially. I'm going to have it exposed for the fraud that it is, for the frauds that you are. I'm going to take your church from you. And then I'm going to take your job from you because I'm going to publish everything that your doctor wrote about you while you was in the nut house after you pretended to commit suicide to get sympathy from your ungrateful ass fucking brood. Charlotte, I tried to be your friend, Charlotte. I tried to be decent to you. And you took every word that I said to you and you twisted it around. So when my husband would come home from visiting you, he would beat on me. You remember that conversation that we had, Charlotte? when you asked me what it would take for me to leave my husband since I was so unhappy with the way he was treating me. You remember that conversation we had, Charlotte Wright Johnson? And I said, if he ever puts his hands on me, I'm going to have to leave him because I can't abide that. And you said that's what it'll take. And after that is when my husband started putting his hands on me and beating on me. This shit feels like The Color Purple. You told Harpo to beat on me. All my life I had to fight. All the men's in my family. You know, that's the difference between niggas from the north and niggas from the south.
Oh no.
See, the niggas that left with Harriet Tubman, we actually use our brains.
What?
But all you niggas that stayed, that had to wait for somebody that could read to tell you that you had already been free and you have been being free slaves by choice because you were ignorant and uneducated. All you Juneteenth niggas. I mean, don't get me wrong. I appreciate that Juneteenth is a national holiday, but you got to look at what we're celebrating with Juneteenth. We're celebrating the fact that African Americans have been freed from slavery, and y'all niggas down here below the Mason-Dixon line continue to be slaves. Maybe that's what Kanye meant when he said slavery was a choice, because y'all chose to work for free for them white people until a nigga that could read could come and tell you that you was free. You didn't even.
Number one, let me tell you something, man. Obviously, you missed the day in history class. The Emancipation Proclamation was signed January 1st, 1863. It was a freaking civil war. There were no telephones. They just started telegraph lines, and they just started connecting the railroads down south. Texas was the farthest western state and the largest southern state. It took them a year and a half, okay, after the Battle of Vicksburg, which split the Confederacy in half, that Union troops were able to arrive in Texas. By the way, there were already slaves who were already rebelling against their masters. Some were already leaving. Some were basically getting the Union soldier and telling them where everything was. And for you to be so disrespectful to my ancestors, because I'm a native-born Texan, and to any other of the Black Texans in this state who have been celebrating Juneteenth for almost all their lives. It just became a national holiday last year, year before last. So because you got a problem with your husband and his family, you want to blame it on, because y'all waited to someone who can read. There were already slaves who knew how to read, who knew how to write passes, who could read the newspaper, who pretended to be dumb. Being enslaved wasn't a choice. Being in a condition of slavery, okay, there were various forms of resistance. African Americans who lived in the North America were mostly surrounded by a larger white population. So maybe you need to go back to school. And by the way, the Mason-Dixon line is actually between closest to Maryland and Virginia. We're way past the Mason-Dixon line. And if you don't like how things go down here in Texas so much, maybe you should get up Philadelphia and take it back to Philadelphia. Because you got a problem with your man. You want to dump on the whole damn state and a goddamn holiday. Girl, go sit down.
You know it.
Take your medicine.
That's the difference. That's the divide in the black community, the Mason-Dixon line.
No, it's not.
Y'all still doing plantation politic down here in the South. But it's a new day. And there's a new sheriff in town. Fuck all that Negro spiritual old nigga shit. I don't give no fuck about that. Come into the future. Step into the future.
The future is you. No.
I lied to you not. My husband's family, they the Clumps. They the Clumps with a church. Gerald Johnson Jr., who is not my husband's biological father.
Girl, what the hell?
And who should know it by now. I mean, he must know it. He never put his name on his son's birth certificate.
You talk too much.
His name is Junior, and your name ain't even on his birth certificate. Gerald LaHoskin Johnson Sr. Charlotte, you've been running around lying to your son all his life.
What's his middle name?
Saying that he looked just like Gerald's mother. He don't look nothing like that woman. He looked just like you.
Okay, number one, you was the one talking about, oh, LaGina looked just like R. Kelly mama. Girl, stop. Pot calling the kettle black. You need to stop. You talking about better than man friend? You should be ashamed of your damn self.
And you argue with me about it the second that I said it. For almost 40 years, you've been holding this lie, Charlotte. Let it go. And let my husband be.
What you let your husband?
He's not your man. I know your husband ain't shit.
Your man ain't
He the laziest fucking nigga I ever met in my life. This nigga sat around and been fishing and don't even bring enough home to feed his family. You a piece of shit, Gerald LaHoskin Johnson Sr. Ribbon with your whack ass fucking sermons. Like when I hear you preach, it's like pastoring for dummies. You sound so fucking stupid standing before them people leading them astray. And you do all of this so you can be accepted by the Kojic, you know. They don't even recognize you. They don't even recognize your church. Matter of fact, Mr. and Mrs. Gerald Johnson Sr., have y'all bothered to put y'all pictures on the website for your church?
Now, someone told me them pictures were over the.
Because the last time I checked, y'all had a whole nother couple. I went and I researched the picture. Those people don't even know you. So why do you have them as the face of your church? I'm almost finished. When? Why don't you have you and your wife's picture? Are y'all scamming people? I don't know. I'm fixing to find out. So since y'all want to meddle in my marriage so much and you want to keep playing with my husband's head when you know he's sick and he needs help, this is what I'm going to do for you.
He was with Dominique.
Since you encouraged him to beat me, since you encouraged him to disrespect his marriage, since you encouraged him to take advantage of a woman who's been financially supporting him for 4 years, I told you, bitch, I'm not his benefactor. I'm his wife. I told you that when you sabotaged his birthday. Remember the birthday party that I tried to throw when you did everything you could to sabotage it, you and your fucking family?
I think you.
Or how about you, Sunday, that family trip to Broken Bow that we planned, and I put the money down for the deposit for the cabin, and your fucking ass just welched without paying me a dime. Fuck you, bitch. You still owe me money. With your fat ass. I hope that baby really is your baby daddy. I mean, you know, y'all living in sin. You've been living in sin. Your mommy and your daddy is ministers, but you run around fucking everybody. Sunday. I hope that baby is your baby daddy's. I hope it ain't that minister baby from Monroe. Because you burned a hole in I-20 to get to that religious penis. You fat, ugly whore. And you have the audacity to talk about my dead son. All of y'all sat there and made jokes about my dead son and how he deserved to die. So since y'all like fucking with me, I'm about to really fuck with y'all. Charlotte, I'm going to the HR department of your hospital that you work with. And I'm going to provide them the findings of everything that you confessed to your doctor.
How you know?
Somebody with your mental illness and your problems shouldn't be working in a hospital at all.
How is it that Jag, she got a mental illness, Guma got a mental illness, his mama got a mental illness, her son got autism, Legina been in the institution. What the hell kind of magnet are you, lady? You are a magnet. Or are you lying? Because we don't know them people. We should listen to you? What the hell?
I also think and believe, and your doctor, I think he kind of, made mention in those notes that you suffer from Munchausen's disease. I mean, you always tell the stories about how when Charles would give out and almost die, how you would have to bring him back. Are we absolutely sure that you didn't do that on purpose?
Try to kill him?
Because apparently, from what Gerald told me, he was dying all the time when he was a child, and you had to bring him back.
Gerald told you too much.
The hero, Valkyrie.
Share that with me.
It would really suck if you were the one that made him sick in the first place, bitch. You toothless fucking whore.
You made Goomba sick in the head.
Go buy some teeth, bitch. You want to talk to me? Get some teeth first. Because looking through them picket fences in your face, they hurt, Charlotte. How do you go to church like that and smile in people's faces with all them gaps and holes and all them teeth that's missing? How did you lose your teeth? Did Gerald knock them out every time he thought about the fact that you've been making him be a father to a boy that ain't his? How did you lose your teeth, Charlotte? I never got a chance to ask you when we was pretending to be friends. What about you, Charles?